Hope you all are having a great discover so far. You must have heard about generative AI agents. Every often we see a technology comes and transforms fundamentally how we live, how we work, and how we build. The computer did it, the internet did it, the smartphone did it. Today, it's generative AI. ChatGPT's public launch at the end of 2022 was not just a milestone, it was a watershed moment for the technology sector. As per recent study, the adoption of AI is twice the rate of that of internet or computer at the similar stage of their evolution. That's not a hype, it's history in making. The question isn't whether generative AI will reshape your business, your industry, or your day to day work. The only question is how ready are we? If we zoom out for a moment and look at a technology, a transformational technology that became a breakthrough, we see a clear pattern. It starts with a spark, discovery. Think about electricity, telephone, automobile. Then it moves to the second phase, which is deepening, where the technology becomes more accessible. It is available for scaling. And finally, the magic happens with the advancement phase, where the innovation becomes a platform, gets integrated in global ecosystem, reshaping our world. If you look at the extreme right-hand side, generative AI has moved beyond the beginning phase. It started with large language model, but it got deepened with RAG and other architecture. And now we are in the advancement phase, where AI agents and generative AI-powered applications are not a science fiction anymore. It's scaling real business context. So what are these agents and why are they such a game changer? To put it simply, AI agents don't just answer questions, it acts. And that's the biggest difference. These AI agents, they take inputs in various forms, including natural language that we speak. It reasons, it tries to get right amount of data, understands its gap, and fetch those data through talking to APIs, talking to databases, talking to various environment. And then it reasons itself to plan a sequence of action, execute those actions, and more often, it does autonomously. It's a paradigm shift from a tool that supports us to a teammate that works for us. Now you must be wondering, if AI agents are so powerful, then why don't we see every organization's already applied it? Well, when it comes to enterprise reality, and if we look at some number, 35% are still in the exploration phase with generative AI. 38% are currently piloting. Less than 10% are successful in moving from pilot to production. And even who moves from pilot to production, they take more than 9 months. Why? Because moving from promise to production is hard. Enterprise mostly face 4 big challenges. When it comes to data privacy and security, the question emerges, where is my data? Who controls it? Who controls my IP? When it comes to the workforce, there's a question mark on whether organizations have right skill set to not only build these applications, not only maintain these applications, but to operationalize it. Whether they are confident that this developed application will scale with more number of users, with various use cases. And no one wants their cost to run out of their budget. Everyone wants Gen AI, but no one wants a science experiment running their business. We want generative AI systems for real world business use cases. And that's why HP built Private Cloud AI in partnership with NVIDIA. It's truly integrated, enterprise-ready, end-to-end workflow meant for enterprises. With Private Cloud AI, data scientist, AI user, they can deploy workloads in minutes, not in weeks or months. When it comes to various parts of Private Cloud AI, you see there are different flavors that are available. All this runs on unified software stack that provides a unified view of various distributed data source, all governed centrally. We announced and discover different flavors of Private Cloud AI that comes with integrated GPU, storage, all the stack, starting from infrastructure to all the level up to the software stack. If we take a step back and think about what enterprise really need when it comes to true AI deployment in a very practical term, not just in theory. They have few options. They can go ahead with public cloud. The challenge there is they get vendor locked in with whatever public cloud they work. Second option is do it yourself. They bring dozen of open source tools together and integrate them and hope they scale with their user workload. Private Cloud AI abstracts all the integration challenges from customer. It provides out-of-the-box, ready-to-run solution by building all the fundamental blocks together, starting from access to right models, optimized models, blueprints, to the stack required for data and AI workflow, going all the way to the foundational element for AI platform. If we start with various use cases that the enterprise may have and talk through a user workflow in an enterprise, data scientists, they need access to optimized model. With Private Cloud AI, they get access to NVIDIA's optimized model, which are commonly known as NIMs. They get access to blueprints, which are ready to run AI use cases. They also have flexibility to connect with Hugging Face to download open source model or bring their own model. A enterprise-ready AI system is not only deployment of one large language model. It's about creating a system, having access to distributed data, and having a data pipeline or a data workflow optimized for data transformation. We support Apache Airflow out of the box for DAG, Spark for data transformation job. And when enterprises or data engineers, they need to query, they also want to get insights, visualizations, Presto, Superset, they come out of the box. When it comes to model deployment, Kserve provides that functionality. When it comes to automating the entire machine learning workflow, completing the loop with retraining, observability, data quality, model quality drift, Kubeflow provides that pipeline. And all of this are integrated in the PCI stack, powered by the observability of OpsRamp. So when you think about a journey starting from data ingestion to model deployment to observability, all of this are stacked, integrated, unified by HPE. So you don't have to worry about integration challenges, version compatibility, or moving to the latest version. On top of it, all of this entire stack runs on your prem, on private cloud AI system running within your premises. I've talked enough about private cloud AI stack. Let's see it in action, how HP has brought together the building block through a Slack agent that anyone in your organization can use to unlock knowledge instantly. This is a Slack agent that organizations can develop, they can use to connect AI agent with their private data. So anyone can come to the Slack agent and think about a salesman who is on a call with customer. And inside HP, they are new and they want to learn about what is private cloud AI or what is AI Essential, which is the software part of private cloud AI. So they will come to this Slack and they will say, PCI boot, what is private cloud AI and how different it is from public cloud. Well, this is a live demo because live demo never fails. So we will see the response, and we got the response from the PCI boat. Well, how did we build this boat? This is an application. This application can be anything. That can be your smartphone. That can be any website. Building this PCI boat was 3 simple steps. It started with creating a knowledge base. To create a knowledge base, I selected a large language model. Here I selected Llama 3.1 8 billion model. I selected my data source. I've already connected various data sources, and I will show you various data connector that comes out of the box. And here I have selected PCI demo, where I have uploaded user guides, publicly available information, quick spec about private cloud AI. This can be any private data. And I select embedding model that will automatically convert the data into indexes stored in VectorDB so that when the query happens, it retrieves the right context. And click Next. If I know what I am doing, I can turn on, change advanced knobs or parameters. I don't need to do. I can do prompt engineering. I don't need to do. I click Next. I can review, and I can click Submit. It will initiate the deployment. It will take care of the entire data machine learning retrieval inference pipeline behind the scene. I've deployed one in advance, which is the PCI demo that the Slack board that I showed you interacted with. Here, for data scientists, it's very rare that they develop something once and it's ready to put into production. They iterate through it. So after developing, I can open the playground and I can iterate through various prompts, chats to see the response. I can enable the citation to see what part of data it referred to provide me the response. Let's ask the same question or a different question. What is HPE AI Essentials? Oops. And I have enabled the citation. So now when it provides me the response, it's also trying to identify what were the data sets that it referred to and provide me the citation. So I know the provenance of the data. Well, what you can do is you can not only see chat level citation and know exactly where the answer came in, you can also experiment with prompt engineering. You can turn on, tweak parameters like temperature that makes this entire system more creative. There are different out-of-the-box templates that's available. You can edit the custom template, save it, and try it. All of this can be deployed behind an endpoint, which is the API. So when I created the Slack bot, it created a webhook that talked to this API, and this authorization token provided me the authentication and authorization for the application to get access to this chatbot. Well, this system is not black box. You also see there's an option to enable tracing. So you can monitor, integrated with MLflow, the trace label logging details. So you can look at, for multiple chats, all the traces are logged. And you can look at the trace in terms of saying what was the embedding vector that it retrieved from, what was the retrieval span, what was the chat span. It helps you in troubleshooting. And if you want to go deeper, you have access to underlying pipeline details in terms of how this system came into being. You might be having data scientists or machine learning engineers who want to develop things from scratch. They want to write code. This AI Essential, which is the software layer of Private Cloud AI, comes with all the right set of tools needed for end-to-end AI workflow. I told you about Apache Airflow, Presto, Superset. This all comes out of the box. Integration and lifecycle is managed by HPE. For analytics, it comes with Spark, Levy for interactive Spark job. For data science, Kubeflow. If you want to fine-tune models, Ray supports fine-tuning, MLflow for experiment tracking, and MLIS for ease of model deployment. This is for AI user. When it comes to AI admin, you want to access control. Who has access to what data? What data source you want to connect the system to? So it comes with out-of-the-box connector for structured data, for unstructured data, for object store data. Once you connect with the data, you can do access control, not just on the model deployment knowledge base, but also individual granular level read and write access for each of the data. And that's what you get when you combine the power of generative AI with the reliability of HP and NVIDIA, where you can not just pull the model or pull the template, but eventually deploy the complete AI system. If we recap for Private Cloud AI and look at the slides, which are 4 key values that you get out of the box with Private Cloud AI, which is ready to run entire stack so that you don't need to worry about any integration or version compatibility challenge. It's fully managed, lifecycle managed by HP and NVIDIA. It supports scaling, so it grows with your need. It's available in various modular sizes. It provides data privacy and unified access control. It takes care of distributed data need, and everything comes with predictable cost. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Let's build the future of enterprise AI together. Thank you very much.